Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is our usual farm with me. I have a lot of things to clean up on my account, including artifacts. I will mention more what we're doing later, but we are back in the cozy little town of Mondstadt. We have a lot to do, and there are a few things I want to discuss just as part of my usual yapping session. So if you just want to put this video in the background while you're doing something else, feel free to do so. So let's start it off with a little word from our sponsor and get right into the video. Here's a quick word from the sponsor of the video, tokyotreat and Sakuraco. tokyotreat and Sakuraco are both Japanese subscription boxes to bring the flavors of Japan straight to your own home. Each month has a different theme and different snacks that relate to the theme. tokyotreat's theme is Konbini Snackin', which is all about convenience stores in Japan. I'm pretty sure you've heard all about the delicious foods you can find there, and this box has some pretty good treats. Check out the butter soy sauce potato sticks, mini melon pan biscuits, Ginshari rice ball cracker, and the Bamkuchen Earl Grey cake. There is also a full-size limited edition Kit Kat for you to try out. This one being the matcha chocolate flavor, perfect for any of you matcha fans out there. tokyotreat is practically made for those who like fun and tasty snacks. If you're more of a fan of artisan snacks, check out Sakuraco's theme, which is Taste of Kyushu, where it highlights the traditional snacks from the area. You should totally try out the Gyokoro chocolate wafer, Nagasaki honey castella, Kuzukiri, black sesame taiko, Isa senbei, and Kumamoto watermelon gummies. And if you're feeling thirsty after, try out the Chiran Rokucha, which is the special tea of this month. It is so refreshing and perfect for a warm June afternoon. You also get a special tableware item, where in this box you get the Wakasa lacquered chopsticks, which are so elegant and really add a nice touch of Japan to your own home. There are so many unique flavors, and it really brings out the beautiful culture and craftsmanship. I tried out the tokyotreat mini melon pan biscuits, and they were so good and sweet. I love melon flavors. Also, the Sakuraco wasabi pistachios are deliciously spicy, and I am obsessed with them. I need like 100 more packs of these. Highly recommend you try this out. But if the names confuse you, fear not, because each box includes an in-depth booklet about each snack and any dietary restrictions, as well as allergy information. There are also some super fun and cool pages with cute photos, interesting stories about the snack makers, and so much more, so make sure to give it a flip. I always look forward to getting a box each month, and I'm sure you'd love one as well. Start your summer off with a delicious snack and use my code AMBER for a discount. Check the link in the description to find out more, and treat yourself or a friend to the wonderful flavors of Japan. Thank you so much tokyotreat and Sakuraco for sponsoring this video. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing I do want to get done is to use my resin, and that's also because I have some condensed resin to use. So I do want to get some artifacts. I've been farming artifacts for Varessa, but today she's not actually my priority because I want to farm artifacts for Clorinde. However, since I don't want to do the domain for Clorinde's artifacts because I don't need the other set, I'm going to be doing the Natlan artifact domain and then just putting the artifacts in the strongbox and switching them out for the Bond of Life set. But since it is technically a new day, I would like to do some of the commissions, but instead of doing commissions, I'll just make condensed resin, and it doesn't look like we can collect rewards just yet, so we might have to go back to that a little later. But my artifact inventory is kind of full, so I want to start off by clearing that out and exchanging a few artifacts in the strongbox. Now, there are two main characters I am farming for, and that's Venti and Clorinde. I did want to get a good goblet for Venti, as well as artifacts for Clorinde too. So what I'm going to do is grab a bunch of the artifacts I'm not using and then exchange them, just so that we can clear off our maximum artifact capacity, and so we won't run into any interruptions while we're doing the domain. So here is a quick little montage of me selecting artifacts, and I'll be back when it's time to exchange them. It is time for the first round in the strongbox. We're hoping for anything good. We're gonna level it up later, but I'm just trying to get rid of artifacts for now. So here we go. And we got two that are auto-locked. Crit damage on the main stat, but there is no crit rate on the substat. And then we have a crit rate and crit damage flower. This might be good, but I think my flower is pretty solid for Clorinde. Mostly what I'm looking for is a Sans and a goblet, but I know those are kind of hard to come by, so we might have to wait a little bit until we get one good one. Let's go for round 2 and see if we get anything better. So let's go again. Here we go. Another one that's locked, hoping for crit rate or crit damage. It is crit rate main stat, but there is no crit damage substat. However, it is just a 3 substat artifact, so we might be able to roll it into crit damage. It's kind of unlikely, and also the stats are not very favorable. I don't think I'll be rolling this one, but if I don't get a better one, I might just roll this one, who knows. Everything else is not auto-locked, so I'm assuming they're not good. I don't want to go through every single one of them. Like, for example, these flowers are not that good. I don't want to go and bore you by looking through every single one of them. So I'm very thankful for the auto-lock feature. It has saved me a ton of time. Now for our final round 3, and then we're going to go into the domain. hoping for a Sans in this one. And it looks like we have another circlet. I'm guessing none of these are also good, so we're just gonna skip. And we should have enough space in our artifact inventory to do a few rounds, so I'm satisfied with that. We do have all 5 condensed resins, so I'm gonna go for 5 rounds. Now, I could do this in co-op, and I would really love to do this in co-op, but I'm not sure if there's anyone online right now. Usually, I just go match the domain, but I don't think this is the time on the America server when anyone's playing. Oh, never mind. Wait, I can't go in. Okay. There's another co-op session? Okay. This is really lucky, although I am hoping that it's going to be a smooth run. Normally, I just like to play Kokomi or any healer in these games, and it looks like we have someone wanting to play Farina. I'm not going to play Venti, he's not built, but let's hope that it doesn't take a long time or take longer than usual. I have the NRE menu 30 on. I think most people are going for freeze? It looks like freeze. Okay, let's hope this one's good. I'm playing a healer, but we have Farina. I'm not sure if they're gonna do Farina healing mode. I honestly just like to play Kokomi so I can last a really long time in the game, but we do have a Ganyu, so let's see how this turns out. I really do love playing with other people as well. I feel like it's more fun when there's other people online playing too. This Ganyu is actually carrying, and is this C6 Farina? I can't tell. Or am I the one healing? I really don't know. Oh no. Okay. We gotta back up, we gotta back up. This is the one mechanic I just don't like from this enemy. It's because we really need Varessa or a plunging character for this, and I don't have one of them that's really built. I have Varessa, but she's not built at all. Like, I don't think she can clear this domain in a good time. And condensed resin, we're gonna use that. Hoping for something good. Ideally, we want to get Varessa's artifact set, but then if we don't, we're just gonna put it in the strongbox. Okay, it looks like people left the domain. I think we're either switching characters or someone just wants to leave the world. Hopefully it's to switch characters, because this team is not doing it. You know, I haven't seen a Ganyu main in the wild for quite a long time. I have Amos bow. I just don't have a Ganyu for Amos bow. Yes. We're gonna do it again. Honestly, I love the co-op experience. It's so much fun. Let's go for someone a little bit stronger. I think we're gonna go into Villette. This might be more ideal, since if Farina's gonna be here, she's probably healing, so it seems like this might be a more cohesive team. Arlecchino? Okay. I mean, I think we're gonna clear the domain a lot faster with Arlecchino. If anyone asks me how to play Arlecchino, I have no idea how to play her. I think I'll stick to my Hu Tao for now. Guys, the team is not teaming the way it should team. I think the synergy's not there. Okay, Kazuha, do your thing. Or Trice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. Did you guys by any chance pull for Escoffier? I was really tempted to pull for her since she reminded me a lot of Rosaria. Okay, this artifact, not bad. But I really wanted to pull for her because of my cryo team and I needed someone to help with freeze. But then the problem was I had future pulling plans and I just couldn't afford to pull an Escoffier at the time. She might come back or not, I don't know, the curse of the cryo character. But I think for now we're just gonna have to deal with Charlotte and Rosaria being the supports for Risley. If you guys have any other ideas for supports for Risley, I desperately need help for Risley teams. I've sort of neglected Risley and building him because I just haven't gotten the teams right. And a lot of the support recommendations are characters I haven't built yet, so I need to spend the extra time building them. So if you guys have any recommendations, please help out. I would be happy to hear any of your guys' experiences playing Risley or anything along the lines as well. Okay, next round. And we got nothing good this time. Let's just keep going. I know that recently we just watched the 5.7 live stream, and it isn't the summer update just yet, but I am super excited about the new update. I know that there isn't new areas to explore, and I really would love a place to explore, but I kind of understand that because we're gonna get the summer event map, hopefully. Although I do have mixed opinions on Skirk. I'm not yet sure about her playstyle. Watching the trailer was kind of confusing for me. I kind of need a video guide to break it down just on playstyle, but her character design is actually really pretty. And I don't know if I should pull for the character just because of the design. Since there are a lot of characters I need to build at the moment, I'm not sure if Skirk at the time is a good thing, but I have a strong feeling that if I don't pull for her now, I'm gonna definitely regret it later. I'm really curious if you guys are planning to pull for her. I think she was really an anticipated character, and a lot of you have mentioned that you are saving your Primogems for her, and I totally support that. So best of luck to anybody that decides to pull her, or if you guys want to pull Dahlia if you're excited for him too. I'm really hoping and praying you win your 50/50s. I have a feeling some of my luck has been teleported to you guys because I've been losing my 50/50s lately, and my Primogems have been going down at insane rates. Since after pulling for Varessa, I have not yet recovered from that, which is why I've kind of gone into this ultra saving mode, and I've been saving up all my Primogems, hoping for a new character in the future that I like more. Also, let me just check my resin. I think I have only 2 resin left? 1 resin. Okay, and someone left the world. It looks like I might have to leave as well. It was eventful, it was a good co-op run. I'm actually kind of satisfied with that, so let's just head to the strongbox and hope we can enhance a few artifacts for clorinde. It's about time. We need to do the whole gamble thing. Let's put our hands together. Let's pray. It is time to roll artifacts for clorinde. I'm gonna start by rolling the stuff we had earlier, and then if those don't work out, then I'm gonna go back to the strongbox and roll some other stuff. If we do have time, I'm gonna roll artifacts for Venti, but I'm not sure what selection we have, so we might have to skip that. I told you there's a lot of things I have to clean up here. It's really unorganized. This is the reality of my account. It's just me multitasking everything. But yeah, so it looks like we have a circlet and a feather. We don't have a flower though, and we have this crit rate and crit damage one. I think this is the one we got. So I want to roll this and see what we get and hope that one of them rolls in a crit rate or damage. I think we need extra crit rate, so let's pray for that. Please no defense. The last time I did this, I got a huge unlucky streak of just rolling flat defense on every single substat before. I'm praying that doesn't happen this time, but let's find out. Level 4 is... oh my god. There's no way. I'm gonna say it might just happen now. I think it won't happen again. Let's keep rolling and find out. Crit rate. Please crit rate. And it's gonna be... crit rate. Okay, we're good, we're good. I don't want to jinx it though. Let's roll it to 12 and see what we get. And... flat attack. Not ideal. It's really not ideal, but better than flat defense, I think. And roll to 16. Crit damage. It would be awesome if our last roll went into crit rate. I'm gonna start using the 4-star artifacts because I don't need these, and also because I have a ton of them too. So let's just select a bunch of these and then roll them to 20. Please crit rate or crit damage. Crit rate, please. Crit damage. We're good, we're good. It did not roll into defense. Compared to the last one, the crit damage is higher, but it also is on the set. So we're going to be sacrificing a little bit of crit rate for extra crit damage. It's not the route I had wanted to go in because her crit rate is already really low. So I'm wondering if there's a way we can make up for it. There is this electro damage bonus goblet. I think it's very unlikely that we roll a good stat, but in the meantime, I think I'm going to just try it. If we don't get crit rate or crit damage, we're not going to keep rolling, but I'll just see what the first roll does and see where we get to. Yeah, that's not good at all. We're not rolling that anymore. Okay, skipping that one. As for sands, for some reason I've gotten really unlucky with these. There's this one which has crit damage, but I want to attack sands with crit rate. Oh, someone wants to join my world. Oh, I really feel bad. I hope it really wasn't for materials because I would have felt so bad. I know what it's like to have to farm and not have materials in your world. But we do have this crit rate piece, and I'm hoping that it's going to roll into crit rate. Now, this is such a big gamble because all the other stats are elemental mastery, HP, and defense. So that means we're going to need all crit rate rolls, and if not, it's gonna be a pretty big waste of artifact EXP. But because I don't have any other options for sands right now, this might just be the way to go. So let's hope and pray. Wait, this is actually kind of insane. Let's take this slow. We don't want to jinx it. We don't want the gods to get mad at us. Next roll. Elemental mastery. You know, it's fine. Elemental mastery is fine, especially if I'm running clorinde on like a hyperbloom team. Let's just grab some of these. Okay, next level. Not ideal. It's not ideal, but we have one more chance to do this. So let's make this count. Please, Archons. No. Rah. We're fine. Compared to the current one, this is nowhere near good. Even though the crit rate is higher on this one, there's no crit damage whatsoever, so I don't really think it's worth switching. Although this is literally from Viridescent. I don't know why this one is really good, but it looks like we might have to stick with just the 2-piece for now. I'm gonna see if I can put some artifacts on Venti in the meantime, and the main thing I want to do is switch out all the crit pieces for EM pieces, because I know that he's not an Anemo DPS, and a lot of the stuff I have is like Anemo damage and then crit damage, and there's an attack sands. Like, none of this is EM, so he's not gonna be able to use it. But the thing is, an EM goblet is really hard to come across, and I don't have any EM sands on Viridescent either, but I'm gonna look if there's any off pieces I can use, and the only one I see is this one on Shimenawa's, as well as this one on that new cryo set. This would make a really nice off piece because of energy recharge and crit damage, so let's just try leveling this one up. It's not ideal because it's an off piece, but I think I'd rather have this than Anemo damage bonus, so let's grab 4 stars again. We got attack first round, not good. Next round, we got crit damage. That one is better, but Venti's not really a crit character, so we want energy recharge for the most part. Okay, roll to 16. Crit damage again. For some reason, it's always the off pieces that I can't use on any character are the ones that roll really well. It's unlikely I'm ever going to use this set unless I got Escoffier, and also this combination of stats and substats is not really something I'd put on a character, but yeah. Okay, last roll is attack. and we have crit damage for 2 rolls. And since it is EM, I'd rather put this on Venti, and also he still has the 4-pace Viridescent set. I'm fine with this for now, it's just because I have a lack of Viridescent artifacts. And what I'm going to do is one more round of the strongbox, and I'm going to do other stuff because I know this is getting super boring. So let's do one more round in here and hope we get something good. And here we go, last round. This one is looking promising. We have a locked feather. Crit rate and crit damage, I like that one. Maybe crit rate on this? Crit rate but no crit damage, and then please attack. Defense. Today is not the artifact day. So in that case, let's go on a little material collection while we yap about the current events and updates coming up in Genshin. Today's material I am collecting are these clockwork mechas, mostly for Shivru since I am building her at the moment. So let's grab a little team out so we can easily clear everything. I think I want to go for Navia. So let's grab Navia, Albedo, and then Kokomi and Farina. This is a really comfortable team. It's good for farming because Farina can walk on water on Fontaine. But welcome to the second half where I do the yap session. The first thing I really want to talk about are the events that we have going on right now. For the first event, which was kind of the main event with the theme park management, I actually really loved it except for one thing, and that one thing was just switching from game modes where we had to go race around the map and collect coins to upgrade levels. That was the only thing I didn't really like just because it interrupted gameplay. But as for theme park management, I've always loved those kind of activities because it requires a lot of thinking and the style of gameplay is different because it's not just combat and obtaining buffs, and also it's super fun to do. So I'm really happy that event existed this time around. I would be more than willing to participate in something again like that, and I'm just overall really pleased. The other events, however, have not necessarily been my type. The first one was the Clash of Clans type game, or at least everyone I've talked to calls it that. Now for that specific game mode, I wasn't disappointed, and that's just because it's something that hasn't yet been done in Genshin as far as I know. The downside for me though was understanding the gameplay, because I think I had trouble coming up with tactics for the defense, and also the order of how to put my enemies for the offensive side. Honestly, it might just be a skill issue on my end, and if that's the case, I totally blame myself for that. If you guys found it easy, please let me know. But yeah, I think this event was kind of fun, especially since it was a short event and it wasn't really the entire focus of the update. If this event did play a larger role in the update overall, I might not have been as pleased since this gameplay wasn't my favorite type, but if it did come around for a short time, I would definitely want to play it again. Now here's where my opinions get a little bit harsher, and it's on this event. Now I'm glad there wasn't a name card or like a super limited reward for this one, because I had so much trouble clearing the hardest levels of this, and honestly I think the highest tier of rewards is for the people that really build their characters and try to make them super strong. My characters are not generally the strongest of the bunch, so that could be why I had a lot of trouble with the enemies, but I think a lot of the teams relied on having the newer Natlan characters or having very specific team compositions, and if you didn't have those team compositions you had a little bit more trouble clearing everything. For the first time in a while I was getting really frustrated from that combat event, so that could just be why I have some negative feelings towards it. But if you guys enjoyed it, then awesome for you. I wish I enjoyed it that much too, but I won't complain any longer. I do have positive things to say about this event. I really like it because it's super unique and I'm having so much fun playing with other people. I'm really getting back into Genshin co-op, and I think this event is such a good opportunity for that. I normally don't like co-op events, but for some reason this one is actually kind of fun, and that's because it's competitive, but it's not high pressure competitive. So I'm really hoping that this event does come back a little later with a few new themes, or if we have different characters with different abilities, however Genshin wants to reintroduce it. Either way, I'd be totally happy to do an event like this, and if you guys think the same thing, do let me know. I hope I'm not the only one that likes this co-op event, because I know that not a lot of people like co-op events because you have to socialize and interact with other people, but if you did, I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, we're so close to getting every single one of these because this is near the end of the route, so let us go to, I think this is our last point. So now I kind of want to talk about the future updates and stuff from the 5.7 livestream. I really wanted to be sure that this video does include my opinions about it, just because I thought that the livestream was a pretty cool one, and also since Skirk is a really anticipated character, but also because we are getting a new endgame long-term permanent content, and that is one of the biggest changes that I am so happy about, because it's been about a year since Imaginarium Theater has been added to Genshin, and I'm so glad they're adding more permanent content. I'm super happy to know that there is going to be additions to the artifact system. If I'm being honest, I was kind of zoning out while they were explaining the gameplay, but I was really pleased to hear about the artifact stuff where you can roll certain substats and just generally waste less time in domains rolling for good artifacts. So there is hope for some of us free-to-play players. If you're wondering if I'm going to be making a guide for that content, I will eventually. I'm not sure if it's going to be right in release date. As much as I'd love to make a guide right away, it does take a little bit of time to create it because I have to understand it myself, but also find the most optimal methods for clearing it and getting the most out of your rewards. I have gotten a lot of positive feedback on the Imaginarium Theater video. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you go check it out if you're struggling with Imaginarium Theater, especially since this round the elements are not that favorable and I don't have a lot of them built. But don't worry, if everything sounds confusing in the live stream, eventually I will be making a video for you guys, so fear not, I will help you get all the Primogem rewards. We really all badly need those juicy up primos, and I will do anything to help you guys get them too. So just keep an eye out after that game mode is released. I will try to do it as soon as possible to ensure that you guys get the most help that you deserve, and so that you don't just sit there struggling like I did with Imaginarium Theater. So yeah, there's that good news there. I'm really excited for this endgame content. I hope you guys are too, because it means free Primogems and also optimizations to artifacts and everything, which is always going to be a good thing. So in the end, everything's good. I am now in Liyue, and I'd like to end this off by cooking a few dishes and just noting a few things about future plans. I have really tried to plan stuff regarding the account reviews. It has been highly anticipated and I really want to bring them back because I believe you guys should have all the help that you need. So hopefully there will be a form posted in the community posts and also the Discord server. The link is in the description. So do feel free to sign up. If you have any questions, you can message me privately or leave a comment. I will try to get to it. But yeah, I will be looking forward to seeing your accounts listed on the form if you guys decide to sign up. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this farm with me and little yap session. If you would like more of these videos, or if there's a character you want me to build or to highlight in a video, let me know. If you did just play this in the background, I still appreciate you so much. So good luck on your future pulls if you plan to pull for Skirk or anyone else. Have a wonderful day guys, and I will see you all in a next video. Bye!